Yeah, I want to get back to this series. So how to plan a river trip. Now this is specifically for fishing. The best time to fish during the month is during the new moon. If you fish the full moon, the fish have been feeding all night because they can see. That's why the fishing is not all that great. The full moon, the fishing is good. It's just that they can see well at night and they've been feeding all night. So during the day, they're just kind of like, well, we'll just chill out. During the new moon, everything's pitch black. The new moon rises with the sun and sets with the sun. You can't see the new moon. It's just invisible because it's not reflecting light off the sun toward Earth, right? Look at a lot of Aboriginal cultures when they go fishing and hunting and going on expeditions. They're usually following the lunar calendar. Animals follow the moon, right? The moon is basically what dictates feeding movements and things like that in wildlife. Because the new moon's invisible, the fish can't see as well, and they're hungry, and so they're just out feeding a lot, right? And because you have the moon and the sun rising and setting at the same time, more or less, that puts a greater tide and things like that. Now, those of you who are living on the coast already are fishing by the moon because you're fishing by the tide, and we all know that the moon controls the tide. Inland, like me, most people they have zero understanding of how the moon affects the fish. It still affects the fish. I mean, you can literally fish the moonrise, or when the moon is overhead, or when the moon is setting, or when the moon is underfoot, just like you fish the sunrise and the sunset, and you can literally catch fish during those times. You need a different kind of calendar. You need a lunar calendar. What you need to do is get on Google or whatever your favorite search engine, type in lunar calendar, solar lunar calendar, and you fish the times that they say fish, and those times are based on when the sun's rising, when the sun's setting, when the moon's rising, when the moon's setting, when the moon's in full, or when the moon is new, when it's overhead, underfoot, and it takes all those times and puts, hey, fish these times and you'll catch fish. Haven't you ever noticed that you're out there fishing on some random day, and then all of a sudden for about an hour, 2 hours, the fishing's just hot and heavy, and then it shuts down like nothing? It's probably because the moon was overhead or underfoot or rising or setting, and it was probably in conjunction with what the sun was doing, right? The sun may have been overhead while the moon was rising, right? Trying to look at the, right? That's how you know the right time to go fishing. And I find that the best time of the month to fish is the new moon. The second time is the full moon. The worst times to fish is between moons. If you have to fish a between moon period, fish from the new moon to the full moon. From the full moon to the new moon, the fishing is just, you won't catch anything. It's just a waste of time. That is how I approach the best time to go fishing. Just follow the moon.